I've just come out to start recording a video, and this, what I'm assuming is a little baby magpie, is just sat on the ground. Strange. So, as I was watching him, he decided he wanted to jump off into the water. Can't swim, so I've saved him. And he's just perched with me on my hand. He looks very cold. So I kind of want to let him in until his feathers pop out of the sheaths. Because he's obviously very young. He's not far away from flight. I'm not sure whether to just take him in for a week until he gets big enough to go. I prefer him to not be with us. I prefer to not have to look after him. But it might be a necessity. Right. This is our little magpie friend. I came in and put him on the bed. But he didn't want to go into his box, and I didn't want to disturb him. He looked quite comfy where he was. So, looks like I've got a magpie for the next couple of weeks until his feathers come in and he can take flight. Gonna have to get down to the pet shop tomorrow, buy him some mealworms, buy him some seeds and stuff. I mean, I know that magpies are carnivorous, so I've got him a little bit of chicken and a bread crust because it's got some seeds on. It's got, you know, it's a bit more hearty than the centre of the bread. So really, I'm going to have to stay with him all day because the cat can't be trusted around him. So that's the end of my walk, but it's the start of a new adventure. What should we call him? We'll take name suggestions. We don't know if it's male or female. We're going to call it a he in the absence of the actual knowledge. So what are we going to call him? Hello. Right, I'm really concerned about what to do now. I've just decided to Google, like, who should be contacted or whatever. It says not to move them unless they're in immediate danger, but he was in immediate danger. He was drowning. And I can't put him back where I found him, as it also advises, because there's a lot of cats around here. I don't quite know where he's come from. I suspect it's over the other side of the canal, but I can't be certain. So if I go and put him back there, I'm potentially leaving him to die. And if I put him back where I found him, as advised on the internet, I'm leaving him to die. So he'll definitely stay here overnight with me. But I'm going to look at finding him a proper place to be. I don't think it's fair to try and keep him and raise him myself. But yeah, anyway, I'll keep you posted. Okay, so I've got a slight update. I've been looking more at like rescue centres and stuff like that nearby. The nearest one for the RSPCA is past Manchester. And the only other things around are like birds of prey sanctuaries and fox sanctuaries and stuff like that. So I'm really not sure. And I've been doing a bit of research on fledgling magpies, and they should only be on the ground for about a week. So I'm going to have to look after him for a week, but I'm worried that he's going to bond to me in some way. But I don't see really any other option. If I put him outside, he's dead. If I take him over the other side, he's possibly dead. I don't know what. I don't think there's any cats over the other side of the canal, but I know there's definitely birds of prey and stuff like that. You hear owls at night. Yeah, I'm really really torn about what to do. But after a week he should be okay, so I don't know, I'm gonna keep hold of him for now. I'm gonna look and see if I can find a way to get him like rehabilitated kind of thing. Because I do realise it's unfair. And I know it's illegal to keep wild birds as well, which is a concern as well, because I mean, I don't want to be getting arrested for helping a magpie out. I do think that the chances of that are very slim. Still though, what I'll maybe do is put him on the roof of the boat tomorrow in this box, and hopefully his mum will come and sort him out. No, will she move him? There's no way she could move him. He can barely move himself. Bit of a conundrum, but I'm sure we'll manage. Right, so we've had some time to settle in now, and I've fed him a few times. I've bought a bag of mealworms. Seems quite happy. He doesn't seem very mobile, certainly not capable of flight. Still eating everything like a baby, putting his head back and opening his gullet. So I think I'm going to need to keep hold of him, definitely, for a little while. I think he was after a feeding then when I came back, now I think about it. So I'll show you how I've been feeding him. If anyone's got any good suggestions for how to feed him or what to feed him, I'd quite like to hear them. I'm pretty sure I'm doing alright. He should make it, I hope. Let's see, we should be able to lift this top off now if we're fully disconnected. Yeah. I didn't realise there's a thing at the back there. Give us a sec. Here we go. So I'll come back with some mealworms. There you go, you see him opening his mouth. See, he's keen for something to eat. I'll go and grab something. Right, so this is what I've been doing. I've got a little pipette down there with water. He's very keen to get feeding, as you can hear. So, little pipette of water, and I've been feeding a worm into his mouth like that, and then we give him a little wash down with water, and he seems quite happy with that. Oh, I'll have to get a new worm out. But I've been reading online. It said an adult magpie generally eats like 10 to 20 mealworms per meal. So, oh, this is the problem. I need two hands to do this. Anyway, the 10 to 20 per meal if they're an adult. So I've been feeding them like 4 or 5, just when he wants them. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. But this is going to be the end of this video, so if we can come up for a name for the little fella, come up with a name for the little fella, I quite like it. So I'll get that worm off him and get him fed, get him back to bed. I'll see you in the next one.